So I talked a couple days about the map event that we were going to be getting on JP, and let me just say, oh my god. Oh my god, the materials you're able to get from that is insane. So I kind of wanted to just talk about, first of all, the banner that you're going to get 40 pulls for, and also the events, which are probably the best use of your AP, especially for day one players. If you're a day one player that has the rec bits and some of the units from JJK0, you're gonna be cooking. Let's just say that. So this is the first really of its kind with the triple rate up. I don't know if we've had one on one banner. So there's Yuta, Ghetto Miguel, and then the 4 rec bits. So we got the Snow, we got the Tinjo and Teen Ghetto dying, and then the Miguel banner memory. So we got 4 memories and 3 units rated up on one banner, which if we check here, the rate up is 1.5% for the characters, and well 3% for the memories, which if we check a normal banner, it's 0.7% instead of 1.5 for the characters, and 2.8. Well, that's 2. This is one of the odd cases, but I guess it's 1.4% usually, I think. So the JJK0 one is just way higher, right? Very good if we're being honest, all things considered. Now, why is this good? Well, 2 things. You get 10 pulls from the story event, but you also get 10 pulls in your mail. So that's already 20 pulls. And then they decided to do something very neat and give you 1 free pull a day. So I think for 20 days, right, you're going to be getting 1 free pull, unless they change it on global. I highly doubt it. So that means in total, you're getting 40 free pulls on a banner with over 2 times the rate up for both rec bits and characters, which is going to be on the 21st. Now, if you're going to put cubes in, what's good is that you're going to know the 2 main anniversary units for part 1 and 2, not counting New Year's. You're going to know by the 11th of December, right? Keep in mind, the second part of anniversary for JP comes out on the 30th, which means you're going to know both units, their animations, their kits, their gameplay, everything before these banners leave, both the Blue Yuta and JJK0 rerun, which is really good because you might actually want to do pulls on the banner. Why is that? Well, the 3 of them, first of all, we're going to talk about the units very quickly. And then this is very important, the boost. The boost is insane, especially the map event. I got to talk about the map event. But first of all of the units got SP buffed, right? So on the 21st, they should get an SP buff. Gato's by far is the best. Right now, it's a 195% damage increase, literally the same as Choso. Not counting the skill 2 increase, right? Choso is 200% up to 225, 200% consistently. Ghetto is 195% consistently for blue. However, he's also, I think, 39 times 3. He's still 117 universal, but 195 for mono blue total. And this is every turn. It costs 20 CE, you get 20 CE per turn. So Gato is going to be able to keep that up permanently in every mode. There's never going to be something, unless he gets less CE per turn. He's never, even losing CE, he's going to gain it back, right? He gains 20, loses 20. It's amazing. Blue Miguel is, I think, the best stat debuffer, because not only is he stat debuffing, he's also tanking and stat buffing. With the I'll follow you, Mr. Nanami memory, it's 105% taijutsu buff, 190% taijutsu stat debuff, and there's a damage increase debuff, and he's doing damage. This guy with an actual blue taijutsu DPS is going to be tier 0. He's going to be, honestly, maybe top 10 in the game. Right now, he's probably around top 20-ish. Very close to top 10 because of the fact he's just missing a really good blue taijutsu DPS. And suddenly in sweep, guys, he's going to be giving 190% taijutsu increase debuff, 25% damage increase on the ult, taunting, 105 with that memory I mentioned, 105% taijutsu buff, and doing damage while tanking and taunting. This guy's going to be insane. And then Red Yuta, just really good damage increases, gets an extra heal, and could spam this more after he ults. So, check the showcase out for Yuta specifically. I don't want to go into him too much. But besides that, right, these 3 units get boosted. The rec bits are pretty good, right? Especially the Miguel banner memory. And then all this culminates into 2 events with amazing, amazing materials. Now I'm going to talk about the map event first. This is the one you're getting second, but essentially this is that community one. So in total, it's going to give 4,000 cubes from this event. The base amount that it's giving is 3,300. And then you're also getting 800 from solo, right? So is it solo? Yeah. So 200, 400, 600, 800 extra. So that's 4,100. And there's the boss where boss is, I guess, where you're supposed to kill 30 minions. We'll do this once, and basically you have the rec bits boosted. So once we're done the run, we'll talk about like why it's so good. But I think most new players, especially if you're going to summon on JJK0, it's going to be very good because look at this. There's 6 banner memories boosted. This one's free. This one's free. So already that should be 80%. I think most of you guys should have it. I don't know if they gave it out this time, actually. And then there's the 4 banner memories, right? So if you summon, which first of all, you're going to have 40 pulls. That's 20% if you get lucky to get some of them, right? 2.8% chance, 3% chance total. With 40 pulls, baseline, right? Really good. And I do think this is something you should use cubes on. So let's do a run. And afterwards, you'll see. So this is my team. I got 180% boost. And I'm just going to say, like, it gives a lot, right? It gives a lot. And this should come out probably, in my opinion, on the 30th of November. It should be on the 30th. So you're going to see, right, basically, you have to kill 30 minions in 15 turns. So Kamo and Domain Gojo are going to be pretty good here. Jogo also works, but you guys don't have Jogo. So Kamo kills, right? Kill. And after the third one, I'm just going to cut to the end, right? But essentially, you just kill 3 every turn. And then they're going to give you rewards for how many you kill, which we're going to go into right after this. But, you know, having all these banner memories, if you do get lucky, which it's a 3% chance, and I've pulled them so many times, right? So let's cut to the end. So we kill now, and here we go. So this is when it gets juicy. So let's pull up real quick. This is 50 AP, right? This is 50 AP from the normal stage without 2 times, 108, right? 108,000. Now this is with the Celestial Pass, so maybe it's a bit less. I think maybe like 100k. Now look at this, 153k. You might be like, oh, that's pretty good, right? But wait, there's more. You get 840 tokens, right, with a 180% boost. So you're getting that 150k, right? Keep in mind, 150k. However, with these tokens, it's 150k, and then this is like the one you could grind. It's 150k, and then an extra 250. So on average, I think at most, it's a 3.7 times multiplier from normal beacon stage to map event with a 200% boost. 3.7 times the normal amount you'd get, right? So if you're trying to farm beacons for new accounts even, I do think that going for JJK0 units, because first of all, they're going to be really good for you. And then getting the rec bits too, which are decent, they're decent, right? Get about maybe a 100% boost or more. And you're going to be getting beacons so quick from this event. And there are other rewards, right? For example, also, if we check here, in the rewards for clearing this, right? You get some other mats. So it's not just like you get beacons. You're going to be getting a bit of JP. It's not a crazy amount, I guess, but it's still good. It's still definitely not bad. And you're going to get the, I don't even know what the blue ones are called, with some gray material. So it's like, this, in terms of beacon grinding, I think for me, I'm getting 3.5 times with a 180% boost. And it's kind of crazy. I think I did, I think this was 550 AP. And I got 1.7 million plus 2.7. So I got 4.5 million, I think. Yeah, 4.5 million from 550 AP. Like, the amount of beacons that you're getting from this is insane. And the JP is not that bad either, right? It's pretty good. So, you know, I think that in terms of like, if you need beacons, right, for some reason, like, or another, especially if you're a new player or even if you're a returning player, right, for whatever reason it is, this is the one to grind for beacons. The amount of beacons you're getting from this, which is the XP material, the orange one, right, is insane. It's genuinely insane, right? It's basically at a 200% boost, theoretically, it's almost 2 times the 2 times drops. Because it's 3.7 times at max, which is almost 2 times the 2 times, right? So it's like, when you consider that, it's definitely high value because it's not only beacons you're getting also, and you're also grinding your personal rewards from the map event. So in terms of AP usage, I think that's the best place, right? Now, there's also the story event, which especially if you have the characters is also going to be really good because this has, look at this. You can get a very high boost because it also has the rec bits. I think I'm at like 280%. I don't know if I like swapped it. Yeah, about 288% with this in mind, right? So it's like maybe for you guys it's less. Obviously, it probably will be, but still, I'm just saying like the rewards you're also getting from this is also very good. The amount of AP I used on this is insane, right? This was also very good for grade materials, right? Because you get a bunch of grade materials, and with a 280% boost, this one is very good, right? Map event and the story event are both ones that you're definitely going to want. So I think the JJK0 like banner is very high value for two reasons. Number one, the units with their SP buffs are really good. Yuta is going to be very good for new players, especially with that SP buff. I think it's going to be very high value now and moving forward because he has that heal. That heal is hard to bring out of the meta, right? Even if he's not doing that much damage, 75% heal. Now it's a 100% heal total. Then Gato and Miguel are both very good. And then with that, we just went over the fact that the beacons you get is so high, that these units are also worth, alongside the rec bits, which there is the Miguel rec bit, which is a very good one still. The boost you're going to get from this for the events is also going to be just as good. So I think that there is, like, if you're someone who already has a lot of these things, obviously use your AP on these events. However, if you are like, you're kind of unsure, like, oh, would be good to get the boost, would be good to get these units and get their buffs, but I want to see Annie, well, good thing. We're going to, first of all, know the Annie units, right? We're going to know the anniversary units because this comes out on the 21st. The first Annie unit is going to be in-game at this time, or like they're going to release at the same time. And then the second Annie unit is like a couple days after, on the 29th or the 30th. So you're going to know both of the two out of three of the anniversary units. And then afterwards, you can make your decision to summon or not with actual cubes beyond the 40 pulls. I just think it's such a nice thing where it's like you get 40 pulls for this, which then lets you to get either some of the characters or the rec bits. And with those boosts, you could go into the story event or a map event as a newer player and do good. And I think that is pretty huge, especially because the map event does give more cubes than usual by about 1,000. We're looking good. We're eating. And I think, honestly, it was good for me because I think I've used, like, I've probably gotten about 60 million from it. I used it on Megumi, so I would have been at about 70 million beacons. I'm going to continue farming this until the event's done because I need the beacons. I think a lot of free-to-plays, it might not be as important, but when you got literally every unit besides 2 units in the game, it's pretty important. When you're getting every, like, also because I had to catch up, right? But when you're getting every unit that comes out, you need the beacons. And then I also had to make up for the fact that I kind of didn't have a lot of units. Like when Sukuna came out with those New Year's banner, I think I got like 9 new units or 10, which, you know, I had a lot of beacons to make up for. So for me personally, it was really good to be able to get these beacons. It really helped me out. And I mean, with these extra beacons now, I might even be able to get up all my SSRs, including Blue Nanami, Red Panda, Yellow Nobara, etc. by the end of this. Like with a 3.7 times multiplier for me, about 3.5 to 3.7. That map event's amazing. But the story event in terms of everything, because it gives you more of everything, right? It gives you less of one specific thing, but more of everything, is also very good. Make sure you complete both, right? Like get the one-time rewards for both, and then afterwards do whatever you want. But probably for newer players who need beacons, which is the XP material for characters, do that one. But yeah, this is going to be very, very nice and very, very nice. And then afterwards, we're going to be getting anniversary on this time, so we'll see how that's going to look. But yeah, I'd say save your AP packs. Don't use them yet. These JJK0 and anniversary are always the 2 times that you use AP packs on. But I do think that they did something to this map event because 3.5 to 3.7 times for like a pretty high-end account is very, very good.